What up, world? Welcome to another episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau, and like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere, BrandonJaneauShow. Social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Well, TikTok, really, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all of those social media platforms. BrandonJaneauShow is also the YouTube channel. Go subscribe, comment. I do comment back. Some comments are a little weird, but I try. Okay, let me take that back. I try to comment back, but some of y'all comments are stupid. So yeah, I try to comment back. Some of the comments are just stupid. Anyway, for the most part, I do comment back, man. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to the YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody that's been following me on all those social media platforms. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. So usually I do this either on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or whatever the fuck I got the time to do it. But since it just went off, Monday Night Raw was very early today because, well, they're doing two shows, SmackDown and Raw. Um, then they're about to start taping SmackDown as I speak in Pittsburgh. Um, they're giving uh, the wrestlers the weekend off for 4th of July weekend. I think 4th of July is actually, was it Friday? Yeah, the 4th of July is actually Friday. Um, uh, ooh, shit, wait, 4th of July is, yeah, Friday. Or is it a Thursday? Saturday. Listen, all these days run together. I am so sorry, but all these days kind of run together now, and all these holidays kind of feel the same. So I'm sorry, but yeah. But this is wrestling life. A couple things I just want to touch on for this week. I don't know. I might have to do another one by the end of this week because so much shit is gonna probably be happening before Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, all this other stuff. But because Smack Raw was so early today, I get a chance to do wrestling life right after Raw. That rarely happens. I usually don't do like doing late episodes, but it's only 7:30 here, so I'm good. Let's get into it, man. Um, First things first. Um, Started with this Evolution. So there are some matches officially announced for Evolution. Um, and one match that was already announced was Jordan Grace versus, excuse me, Jordan Grace versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. So that was already announced this past Tuesday. Um, Now we now know that Rhea Ripley is officially going to fight Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship at Evolution. I didn't think they would do it this fast, but depending on how the card was supposed to probably look before this happened, I don't know if a this was going to happen at Evolution, or if they decided to change up and say screw it, let's just put it on Evolution. Let's just put it on Evolution. It is also official that Roxanne Perez is going to take Liv's place as the women's tag team champion with Raquel Rodriguez, and they have announced that it's going to be a fatal four way at Evolution for the women's tag team titles. One team from Raw. I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's going to be the only women's tag team on fucking Raw is Maxine Dupree and Natalia. So I'm assuming that's going to be the tag team from Raw, the women's tag team from Raw. It could be the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. That would make way more sense. I would probably expect that to be the tag team, but who fucking knows? Um, that actually makes more sense. I actually think that'd be a better tag team to put on there. But they might go with the sentimental favorites, which is Maxine and Natalia. I don't fucking know. For SmackDown, I have no clue who's gonna represent SmackDown. I'm assuming the Secret Hervis, which is like Piper now. Piper Niven and Amber Fire, because that's the only women's tag team on SmackDown. But I can also see Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. There's like two. You could go with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for SmackDown. Like it's not that. I get it. It'd be such a mismatch. It'd be so stupid to put them in a tag team. But if you're not gonna have them fight each other, you might as well put them in a fucking tag team. They've been helping each other out, and eventually they're gonna come to this realization that they should probably team up and get together and all this other bullshit. Um, but yeah. For NXT, there's a ton of fucking women you could put together. You could let Izzy Dame and, and, and Tatum Paxley be a team. I mean, you can have Sol Ruka and Zarya tag up and go again, which would be probably better if you're not probably gonna have maybe Sol Ruka probably defend a title on uh at Evolution. It would be better if you just tag her with Zarya and have that be the tag team. I would not mind it. Um, so you got options. It's some options on that shit. I mean, you could definitely do some options. When it comes to but that is one of those matches. You got the NXT Women's Title, the World Heavyweight Championship, the tag team, and now they announced also, like I've been said, they're gonna probably do, which is a battle royal for the women, which was gonna be, winner gets a shot at a title and they announced it's gonna be a Clash of Paris. Which I don't understand that. I don't understand why you waited to Clash at Paris. I don't get that. When you have SummerSlam literally a couple weeks from now. That's kind of stupid. I don't understand that decision making. Why the fuck would you have a match? Why the fuck would you have a match and then have it weeks later? The winner wins the fucking match, but then have it literally at the end of August. That shit is stupid. Like, you have a whole pay per view coming up before Clash of Paris called SummerSlam. What the fuck are you doing? Now, is the decision going to be Io drops about the Rhea and she gets a rematch at SummerSlam, and that's why you have to have it be that way? And then, because I think Stephanie's winning this battle royal. That's just my fucking. I don't give a fuck who's in this battle royal. Stephanie's winning the fucking battle royal. So clearly, Stephanie's winning this battle royal. So that's why you didn't put her on. Is that why you're going to put her in Clash of Paris, where maybe Io and Rhea have another match at SummerSlam? If Rhea beats Io, she gets another title match. Io gets the rematch at SummerSlam. Is that the play? Uh, like, I'm assuming that is the play. I'm assuming that's the play. Because I don't understand why you would have a match with Rhea and Io this fucking early. Like, why would you do this at Evolution? It doesn't make any fucking sense outside of that's the plan, is that Rhea is going to beat Io and Io is going to get her rematch at SummerSlam. And Stephanie's going to win the Battle Royal, and at Clash at Paris, they're going to get that's going to be the match. It's going to be Rhea and Stephanie. If that's the move, I can see it. I can definitely see it. If that is the move, that is going to be Io is going to be Rhea and Stephanie at Clash at Paris. I can definitely see it. It's a massive match. And again, you go into these shit. I hate to say it, but you turn it into AEW, because I don't see the point of having a match like that if it's not at WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck if you're trying to make Clash of Paris a thing. That would be so stupid to have, because like I said, I think Stephanie's winning the fucking, but I don't see no other way of why you have a fucking winner of a battle royal and their reward is in Paris when you have literally SummerSlam right fucking before that, and you have nobody going after the World Heavyweight Championship, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, after Evolution. You have nobody. So either it's going to end in a draw, which is Rhea and Io. Rhea doesn't get the belt. It just ends in a draw or a double count out or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then at SummerSlam, Io beats Rhea. And that's how you keep you get Stephanie and Io at Clash of Paris. I can see that being the way because I don't see how you give the belt to Rhea, turn around at SummerSlam, have them fight again, and then give the belt to Io. I don't see that. I feel like the plan is Io and Stephanie at some point, and then Stephanie and Rhea at WrestleMania. That is the better play. I think that would be a way smarter play. The problem is you just made a match with Rhea and fucking Io tonight. I don't know why you would do that. I thought that would be the SummerSlam match. Clearly, it's probably gonna just end in a fucking draw. But why waste that fucking match just to end it in a draw just so you can get it to SummerSlam? Again, excuse me, that's lazy ass fucking booking. Especially, like I said, when you have a fucking battle royal and the winner gets a title match at fucking Clash in Paris. Or is Stephanie not winning the fucking battle royal? Which I would be fucking surprised if she doesn't. It'd be damn near stupid. By the way, she hasn't been on TV in like a couple of weeks now since the Green Bay, since she lost the Fatal 4-Way. I don't see how she doesn't win a battle royal. I get that you're gonna have NXT girls in it, and you're gonna have SmackDown people in it, and SmackDown women in it, and Raw women in it. Stephanie's the only one that makes logical sense to win the fucking battle royal. I'm sorry, like Julia's already got a belt. Chelsea Green? Do you give it to Chelsea Green? But if you're gonna pull a move of Naomi winning the briefcase, you're gonna have two hills go against each other at fucking Clash of Paris. That's just stupid. That's just very stupid. I mean, again, I think the decision of you, I think that decision was stupid. I knew Io and Rio was gonna wrestle. I didn't think it'd be this fucking soon. Not saying I didn't like the decision, but I'm thinking in the situation of you push the Battle Royal winner to Clash of Paris when you have SummerSlam right the fuck there. So why have the match only to then turn around and have to have a match at fucking SummerSlam and you have no woman on the fucking like you have no World Heavyweight Champion on the card. It makes no logical fucking sense. We already know Jade and Tiffany are fighting at SummerSlam. We know that. So who the fuck is Io or Rhea fighting at SummerSlam? It seems like it's gonna be each other. This is just a vehicle to get us there. But I don't see you making a play like give Rhea the belt, only to turn around. I don't see you making a play like give Rhea the belt, only to turn around and then have her and Stephanie fight at Clash of Paris. That'd be so stupid. That's a WrestleMania fucking match. You gonna just give it to us for at Clash of Paris? I guess, nigga. I personally wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't do that. But like I said, this is lazy fucking booking because again, you're giving us the match that we want and we knew it was coming, but it feels like you're giving us this match because you have no other fucking alternative. You had to give us something. You had to put Rhea on a card at Evolution. And that's another thing. You have to put Rhea on the card. So you don't really have no other alternative. She could have just won a fucking battle royal and you could have just had that SummerSlam. Like I've been said, I said that shit a couple of weeks ago. Matter of fact, I think I said it Saturday. That it's clear as day that they're gonna have a battle royal. And the winner has to I thought it'd be at SummerSlam, but it seems like that I didn't understand the decision of putting it at Clash in Paris. I'm sorry. That is my like what the fuck? Why would you have a battle royal winner when you have a wide open spot at SummerSlam for the World Championship, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, just to then turn around and say, "Oh yeah, you're gonna fight fucking later in the fucking month at the end of the month in Paris." That's very fucking stupid. That don't make no fucking sense. Outside of that is the decision. Is Rhea and Io gonna have a double count out or a draw or something stupid? Or Rhea just gonna take the belt from Io and they're gonna have a rematch at SummerSlam, like a last woman standing match or some shit at SummerSlam. Like and that's how you're gonna get the belt either on Rhea, Io again, or Rhea. But I don't see the point of taking a belt for Io if Stephanie wins the Battle Royal. Because Stephanie and Io should be the play first, not her and Rhea. That'd be very stupid. That'd be very dumb. I'm sorry. That'd just be stupid to have Rhea and Stephanie. That's a WrestleMania fucking match. You're just burning through matches now. You're turning it into AEW because it's just like, why would you do that? That don't make any fucking sense. Like, you can build that storyline way back. Or is the play still Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania? That can be the play still. I don't see how that fucking happens as long as Bianca's off of TV and she's not in the storyline with Jade and Naomi. It's kind of hard to have that be the play at WrestleMania when Bianca's not on fucking TV. She needs to end this Jade and Naomi fucking feud. The only way you can end it is on TV. So as long as she's still off of TV, she's in that feud. So I don't see the play of being, and then like I said, I don't see you giving Jade her moment at WrestleMania 42 if she can't physically go in the ring yet and actually, and then on top of that, you're gonna run another match, Jade and Naomi again at WrestleMania. Like, it was a good match this past year, but now the title's on the line. That'd be very fucking stupid. Bianca has to be in that match. That has to be the conclusion of this whole situation. Is Jade, Naomi, and Bianca at some point get in the ring, and all three of them go at each other for the title. Where you do that is where the fuck the problem is. I think it's gonna happen at WrestleMania. So what's the play with Rhea? Because Rhea can't have Rhea. That's what I'm saying. Rhea and Stephanie makes no sense at Clash of Paris. If the play is, if the play is, if the play is Stephanie and Rhea at WrestleMania, but then you still got the Rhea and Bianca thing. But I don't think that makes sense because Bianca, Jade, and Naomi need to wrap up that fucking story. And the longer Bianca's off of TV, the longer that story has to work. It has to continue to go. And if the play is for Jade to get the belt back at WrestleMania, which I don't think is a good idea, you think she's gonna beat Naomi clean? Like, she's gonna beat Naomi at WrestleMania 42? You can't do a year later. You're gonna do the same match. This time, just the title on the line. I don't think that's a good idea. That's why I said Io and Rhea having a match at Evolution makes no sense because I don't see how you. Like I said, I can easily guess it. They have a double count. Excuse me. Either Rhea beats Io, or they have a double count out, or they have a draw. Which, but that's the only way this happens because then Rhea says, you know what, fuck that. I need another match this time at SummerSlam with no count outs, no nothing. Last woman standing. And that's how Rhea gets Io, finally. But I don't think Rhea needs to beat Io. That's the problem. I don't think Rhea needs to take the belt from Io. And now we're running into a problem with me because I'm just like, the play should be Io and Stephanie, not Rhea and Stephanie first. That'd be just plain old fucking stupid. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I am. Yeah, but we shall see. The match is announced. Like I said, is officially announced. It will be Io. It will be Rhea at Evolution 2. The way this card is looking, I will be doing a Ray review show that weekend. So yes, I will be back that weekend and do a Ray review show. Speaking of that, what's all these title changes? This is why I say Io shouldn't drop the belt to Rhea. I'm not saying Rhea shouldn't get the belt back at some point. I'm not saying Rhea shouldn't be still in the title picture. But the play shouldn't be Rhea beats Io to get the belt and then turn around and have her fight Stephanie. That'd be just really stupid. Because again, like I said, I don't see who wins the battle royal of the women if it's not Stephanie. It doesn't make any logical sense to have her lose the battle royal She's the only woman in the battle royal that actually makes logical sense to have a title match. Or is Bianca coming back? And Bianca's going to be in the battle royal. But at that time, again, it's like, why would you put Bianca in a title match picture? Even though Bianca deserves it, it'd just be very stupid when she's already got. Well, Jade's in the title picture. Naomi's going to be in the title picture. Nia Jax just had a fucking title match again. Stephanie's the only one that makes sense to win the fucking title match, like win the battle royal. I don't get it. But anyway, title changes have been just going nuts these last couple of weeks. Since shit, even before then, maybe Money in the Bank. You got to realize Money in the Bank. You had Becky beat Laura to take the women's Intercontinental Championship. You had then Gunther beat Jay to the World Heavyweight Championship. You just had fuck, what else happened? Julia beat Zelina Vega to take the U.S. Championship, Women's U.S. title. You just had Jacob lose to Solo and lost the U.S. Championship, and now you just had tonight the tag team titles get taken off of the New Day and get put right back on to the Judgment Day. Which again, I don't know why. Outside of maybe you putting the belts on Bronson Reed and Brian Breaker, I don't see why you put the belts back on Judgment Day. They're going to be in the same holding pattern they've been in for the last fuck since the fucking titles got separated. That's a damn shame, man. Like I'm sorry, Raw. I get Raw doesn't really have a great tag team division. This is why I kept saying Fraxium needed to go to Raw. It made way more fucking sense because you just don't have a good tag team division. Raw sucks at tag teams. This is not good. The New Day, Judgment Day. You got the Creed brothers. Fuck. Where's Otis? Nobody's asked that question. What the fuck is Otis? Otis. What the fuck is Otis? What the fuck is Otis? Is Otis hurt that we don't know about? Like, what the fuck happened to Otis? Um, Otis is gone, so there's no American made. I mean, American made louder. Alpha Academy. There's none of that right now. Like, you have no tag teams on Raw. None. I, I, but there's a lot of title changes that are happening in WWE. The problem with that, the problem with the title changes is that even though there are title changes, I have not one fucking clue what the fuck they're actually doing with moving the titles. Solo did not need to be a U.S. champion. Why? Julia is going to definitely make the women's U.S. championship better than what it is, but if she doesn't have competition, like usual, like a lot of these women haven't had, what the fuck is the point of moving the title, taking the title off of Zelina Vega? Like, are you going to put Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, which again, I can see them be a tag team, but I can also see them be put into the title picture with Julia, which this is why the Raw's brand is making actual logical sense. This is why Raw brand is actually making logical sense because they're taking their top women that aren't they're taking the top women that aren't successful. I mean, they aren't in a big title picture with the Rheas and the EOs and shit like that. They're making them actually have to fight for the mid card title. That's something that SmackDown has just not figured out how to do. I wish they would actually learn how to do that shit because they need to do it now. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss can easily be used to go up against Julia. Have those three women fight each other for the women's title, women's U.S. championship, be great. But this is why these title changes. Some of them just don't make sense. Like I get that you're moving them and trying to get some steam on them, some heat on them, trying to get people to care about these titles. But I just don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. The New Day again are tag team champions. Why? Judgment Day is tag team champions again. Why? Why? You just went back to what the fuck you know because it's the simplest fucking thing you can do. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would fucking do it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Outside of just you want to re-engage the Judgment Day storyline, but it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the Judgment Day. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't care. I don't care about the Judgment Day. You gotta push the Dominic and AJ Styles match all the way to the fucking SummerSlam, clearly. So you push that match all the way to SummerSlam. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? It's like you clearly pushed that match to SummerSlam because Finn and Dom was, I'm assuming, was supposed to be the play. I think Liv getting hurt fucked up a lot of shit for WWE because they were supposed to break up at SummerSlam. The fact that Liv is hurt, they can't break them up, and that's the fucking problem. I am so fucking done with this goddamn storyline. Get over it. Like, just finish this shit. Let's move the fuck on. You just gave all them gold again. Why? Why? You're not taking the belts off of Roxanne or Raquel because it doesn't make any sense to do that. You can have Dom lose, but you're gonna give the belt to AJ? I fucking guess. Like, the play was always supposed to be Dom and Finn, right? But you just showed us that that's not the play anymore. So what the fuck is the play? The title changes in WWE are very fucking mind boggling. But you don't change the top, which is the kind of the fucking problem. I'm not saying Io should lose the belt, but if she loses to Stephanie, I wouldn't be mad at it. If Tiffany, we all know Tiffany's going to drop the belt at SummerSlam, either the Jade or Naomi. She's dropping the belt at SummerSlam. That's not a problem. John Cena's going to lose to Cody. Get over it. It's going to happen. I don't know what the fuck you do with Gunther. You show me what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, which is CM Punk and Gunther is the play at SummerSlam. I've known this for a while. I've kind of been like, and Seth Rollins just re-engaged it, which is him saying, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to call CM Punk every chance he gets a title match. What better way than to call CM Punk the title match than to cash in Money in the Bank at SummerSlam after Punk wins the fucking title? Y'all have been saying it's been a lot of playbacks. It's been a lot of throwbacks the last couple years with Punk being back in WWE. Do you remember SummerSlam 2011? Do you remember SummerSlam 2011? Now, I'm not saying you need Kevin Nash to run out, or as CM Punk would say, gingerly walk out. Gingerly walk out and screw him. But Seth holding that Money in the Bank briefcase, knowing the disdain he has for CM Punk, that has been the play. Because I don't see the reason for Seth to go cash in on John Cena and Cody. Why? Punk and Gunther. Punk beats Gunther, takes the belt from Gunther. Seth Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank. And then that's how you set up Punk, Punk and Punk and Seth, I guess, moving forward. But but these title changes is like, okay, I get that you're trying to move the titles. The women's Intercontinental Championship was the best move you've made. What are you gonna do with Solo? You just gave him a new fucking army. What the fuck are you gonna do with Solo? I don't understand that decision. Um, Time will tell what you do with Julia. Like I said, if I was you, I would stop trying to move. I would stop trying to do all that goofy shit and just have Charlotte and Alexa Bliss be in the women's U.S. title picture because they're not going to be fighting Tiffany. And that belt's about to be between Naomi in Jade for the next couple of months, and then when Bianca comes back, she's gonna be thrust into that picture. It doesn't make sense to and maybe Tiffany moves down and goes against the U.S. Championship. I don't fucking know. It'd be way better than what the fuck you have right now. But all these title changes gotta is if you're gonna move the title, if you're gonna move these titles, please have a fucking reason. The Judgment Day reason is their faction, and they need to give them a title, and they need to push the storyline of now all of us have gold. Look what happens when you listen to Finn. But that they had gold before Liv got hurt. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the only ones that didn't have gold is Finn and fucking JD. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It just, yeah. These title changes in WWE have sucked because you could sit there and say they don't really need to take the Jacob one is just the one I'm just like very just dumbfounded about. I do not like that decision. I thought it was very stupid. Like I said, maybe he gets a rematch at Saturday Night Main Event, but you just gave fucking dude a fucking whole army. I don't know what the fuck you do with that. But I guess, dude. I fucking guess. Which brings me to this. War Games is back. They announced that War Games is going to take place in San Diego. It will be Survivor Series War Games. Listen. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. I hope this is for the last fucking time. I am tired of War Games. I'm not tired of the concept. I'm tired of this shit being every fucking step now. Every fucking Survivor Series, we got a fucking War Games. I see the play. I understand the play. The play is going to be Team Set versus Team Punk, Team Roman, Team something. But whatever the fuck they're gonna name Set's group, whatever. By the way, they still have no fucking name. I do not know what. We're in July and we still have no name for this fucking group. I fucking guess, dude. People are getting hyped, jumping up and down. Because Roman's on the poster of the fucking Survivor Series. Congratulations, Roman Reigns is on the poster of Survivor Series. I don't know what the fuck that means. Y'all are so like, oh man, I found an Easter egg. Roman's going to be at Survivor Series. In what world? Have you heard from Roman Reigns in the last 3 fucking months? Because I haven't. I don't believe none of these dirt sheets. Some of these bitches be accurate, and some of these motherfuckers do not be. Here's my thing about this, man. Roman Reigns is already supposed to be starring in a movie, right? Street Fighter. We have no idea how long his part is, what he's going to be physically having to do for Street Fighter. Nothing. I think they said it's supposed to start in like September. So depending on how long that actually takes, September, October, November. Let's say he has to take 2 months to go shoot the movie. So Survivor Series is in November. Let's say his part is actually longer than that. Actually, he has a very massive part in the movie. Then it's not going to be a Survivor Series. See, people keep sitting up here and saying, he's on a poster. You have no idea. He's on a poster. I don't give a fuck that he's on the poster. John Cena's also on the fucking poster. You expect John Cena to be in fucking War Games? What the fuck does that mean? Jacob Fatu's on the poster. Do you think Jacob Fatu's going to be in fucking War Games? Roman's in the fucking poster because he's fucking Roman Reigns. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you realize this, but Roman Reigns is a big fucking deal. I don't see the point of having Roman Reigns in these storylines. What the fuck is the point of having Roman Reigns in a storyline? Outside of he needs to come and get revenge on Seth Rollins. Cool. Money in the Bank. He didn't do shit. Night of Champions, he didn't do shit. So now we're waiting for SummerSlam. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's got a match at Saturday Night Main Event against LA Knight. He's gonna come back at Saturday Night Main Event and get him against LA Knight. Why? If the play is also for CM Punk and Gunther at SummerSlam, what the fuck? What's I'm so I get it. Roman Reigns is on the post of Survivor Series. That must mean he's coming back. His return is imminent. Y'all been saying that shit about everybody. Their return is imminent. Our Ilya Dragunov's return is imminent. And the motherfucker didn't even pop up. What are you talking about? Like, let's just pump our fucking brakes when we see shit like this. It's amazing. It's great. Whoop de fucking do. But Roman Reigns is one of the biggest fucking names in the company. Of course, his fucking face is gonna probably be on a fucking poster. Until Roman Reigns' ass actually is in WWE and we can physically fucking see him, I don't want to hear shit about Roman Reigns. And I was trying to rack my brain about Team Punk, Cody, whatever the fuck they're gonna name it. Cena's gonna be a face by the time they get to Survivor Series. So if he is in War Games, he's gonna be a face. So he's gonna be on Team Punk, Cody, whatever the fuck you gonna name this shit. Randy's gonna be a heel, and Randy's gonna be on Team Set. And maybe Drew McIntyre comes back, and Drew's on that team, which makes way fucking more sense. And this is why they're having these interchangeable storylines right now, where now it's LA Knight in the storyline, and now it's CM Punk, and CM Punk and LA Knight had a moment backstage. In a couple of months, that's going to mean something. Punk, LA Knight, Cody, Punk, LA Knight, Cody, John Cena, Punk, LA Knight, Cody, John Cena, Jay, Sammy. Like, one of them are going to be on the team. I don't see the point of having like, again, what the fuck doesn't make sense? Does it make sense to bring Roman Reigns back? Because he doesn't fit the fucking story right now. He doesn't fit the story. Like, outside of just him not liking Seth, what the does he fit the stories? He could have came back and screwed Seth at Money in the Bank. Could have came back and screwed Seth at Night of Champions. He has so many opportunities to do this to Seth, and he never fucking did it. So what makes me think now he's going to turn around and then say, oh, yeah, let me go screw Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Let me go screw Seth Rollins at... What sense does that make? But yeah, I am... Survivor Series is back. War Games is back. It will be this September. I mean, September, Lord have mercy. November in San Diego, in a Padres park, where they play baseball. I hope this is the last Survivor Series. Let me say that back. I hope this is the last War Games. I they need to go back to traditional Survivor Series, man. It's getting to the point where you're now just trying to force shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see who the fuck is the women. For the last couple of years, it's been Damage Control. Who's the women? Last year was finally Liv. But who's the women you put in War Games? Because War Game, I don't see it. Like, who? The concept has ran its course because now you're just running out of people. You're running out of people to put in the fucking concept. The rivalries, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, this might be the only last time you can do the set one, but the women one, I have no idea. I have no clue. Like, what, Judgment Day teams up with who? I, yeah, again, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I hope War Games is this is the last War Games for WWE. For a while. I mean, if you can actually come up with a concept for War Games outside of this, I just feel like it needs to go back to the traditional Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown. And if, like I've been said, if you want to add NXT, then add NXT. I mean, it would make sense if you did it. But yeah, I don't know, man. And last but not least, before I get off of here, what I've learned is that WWE, I would say they don't know how to, but it's hard to do for them. And that is, can they create new stars? I've seen so many people be like, man, you should have gave Carmelo Hayes that opportunity. You should have gave this person this opportunity. You should have gave this person this opportunity. And I've always came under the notion of, listen, man, they can't really give certain people these opportunities because they don't fit the storylines right now. Where in the hell do these people fit these storylines? And that's kind of why I feel like sometimes when we say, can they create new stars? It's kind of hard to, especially when you have no story to tell. Which is why I feel like I said with the Rhea and EO situation, there are plenty of people you're gonna put in that spot. You're gonna get that shit to Oscar. Like I said, I expect Oscar to possibly go fight EO. I thought EO and Oscar would be a great match for Evolution, but they gave it to Rhea, which again, I'm just like, why do that? WWE's not good at probably creating really new stars, and it's starting to really show more and more that they really can't create new fucking stars right now. And I hope they get better at it because they need new juice at the top. They need new people at the top. This is getting bad. I like the fact that you're giving Penta a chance. You put him in a rivalry with Seth Rollins, which I've been saying is pretty good. But you're starting to run the risk of having people look at this situation and say to themselves, like, who's the next big star? They don't really have one. And that's kind of how I feel about this situation right now. Outside of maybe Brian Breaker, yeah, outside of Brian Breaker, Penta, who's the new breakout star on Survivor Series on SmackDown? Who? Jacob? That's about it. Like, like yeah. So yeah, and also SmackDown is officially going back to 2 hours. Thank God. Thank God. Um, officially going back to 2 hours, and we should see how that looks. But that is it. That is it. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.